Hey, LinkedIn, Fred Stacy, Cloud Call Center Search and Outsource Consultants. Hey, I appreciate you taking the time. This is the third video in the series of questions and answers. Last week I asked my network on LinkedIn, to provide me questions, any question regarding contact center related technology that people are curious about. I got a tremendous response. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. The emails, the personal messages, got a couple of text messages, a few conversations, even people asked me to talk about certain things. But I especially want to say thank you to the people that commented, on the post. There were some tremendous interactions, some great questions that came from that. But in particular, there was a question regarding data privacy and the CCPA and GDPR and whether our industry is ready or not. If you didn't catch that string or you didn't watch the first or second video, go back and watch those and check out the comments, especially in that one. That insight and those questions and that conversation gave me so much to think about that, really I take for granted as pieces that, I know that I realize that a lot of my clients may not be aware of. So that's really the value of this, is to provide information back and really, give opportunity for communications of various different things that we're all curious about and that we may even not realize that, people are unaware of. So for today, though, I want to keep this concise. I want to keep it short. I want to hop into the second question, which is AI, what we are missing in the industry and what are some of the tools out there. So AI is a big subject. I could talk about it for probably hours upon hours, and that's not the point of these videos. So I want to get to the point. But I think fundamentally with this discussion in particular, I'm going to do a couple of videos because you have to start out the AI discussion before you even talk about what technology to implement. You got to start with a foundation. So as a commenter, Luke, pointed out in my first request for questions, and as I've had a ton of conversations with consultants and executives, every time we talk about change, whether it's acquiring new technology or anything you're going through in an organization, you have to look at it from a people, process, and technology pillars. People and process problems are not going to be solved by implementing technology, even if it is AI. Now, AI may be able to be brought in to help you understand root cause or potential data points to look at for people or process issues. Things like, advanced analytics modeling, leveraging AI have shown significant improvements over traditional analytics modeling. But that doesn't mean it's going to fix your people or process problems. So think about this from people, process, technology. Also get your data people engaged. We're all in this journey of digitization of data and fundamentally, in order to deploy AI, you have to have data sets in order to train the model, and you also have to have a place to write your data back to. Every AI tool is capturing a tremendous amount of data points that you're going to, even if you don't out of the gates analyze it, you're going to need to sooner or later. So you have to understand where you're at, what's your system of record, how accessible is it through APIs, how accessible is it, for your AI engines to access that data and leverage it to train the models. And then you need to think about your business outcomes. Don't go at this, willy-nilly and just say, I'm going to throw in a product in like a bot just to have an AI strategy. Think about your outcomes. Think about the actual customer experience you want from the AI. Think about, what you're trying to accomplish. If it's a cost savings exercise and you're an organization who does an exceptional job, at the service front end, and you've already deployed some bot technology, some self-service stuff, maybe you should be looking at RPA. Maybe you should be looking at the employee experience, or vice versa. Every organization needs to really take a serious look at what are the business outcomes we're trying to accomplish with AI, and then you can step into the technology. So again, this one ended up longer than what I wanted, but thank you so much for your time. Down below, like, comment, share, but more importantly, ask your questions, communicate, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you and have a great weekend. Take care and get back to work.